Now at 6, the Colts looking impressive in their final preseason game. I'll break it all down for you shortly.
And the cold front that we've been advertising, bringing the big cool down, it arrives tonight. I'll let you know what to expect.
Plus, helping young Hoosiers soar. How Greenwood is hoping to boost interest in aviation careers. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. We start tonight with the Colts now ready for the regular season. The next game for the team in 2 weeks is the real deal. And today, the Colts wrapped up preseason in dominating fashion. 41-14 over the Bengals. Eli Gaines in studio for us tonight with what we learned from this one. Eli?
Yeah, Jenny, so this is a game that obviously does not count, but it is a game that matters. Every player taking the field, fighting for a roster spot, whether it's here in Indy, whether it's here in Indy on the practice squad, or if it's just another franchise. So there were no ones and twos running for the Colts today, so no Daniel Jones, no Anthony Richardson. It was the Riley Leonard show throughout the day, especially in the first half. He orchestrated a few really nice drives. He was 15 of 20 for 189 yards and a touchdown. His favorite target was Laquan Treadwell, 6 catches for 116 yards, including a 59-yard touchdown in the second quarter. And then the game at that point was practically over. It was a 3-score Colts lead at the break. And then just a quick summary in the second half, Jason Bean checked in for the rest of the game. He had 107 yards and a touchdown. So Leonard and Bean, the quarterbacks, combined for 275 yards through the air. The ground game, Jenny, also really effective, 197 yards on that front. And the defense as well with a pick 6 courtesy of Daniel Scott. So, yeah, I would say the preseason finale, very much huge success for the Colts and the franchise. Definitely what you wanted to see when you now have 2 weeks to prepare for the regular season when they host Miami.
For sure. You want that moment.
Got to have it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Good to see. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Eli. We're looking forward to the regular season, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Let's take a live look at downtown Indianapolis tonight. Gosh, what a great weekend to be outside if you can. We're talking below average temperatures. That's probably the first time I've said those words in about 2 months. And Rob says these are sticking around. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, temperatures are going to drop tonight, but it's not going to be dramatic. So it'll take several days for that cooler and drier air to move in.
Yeah.
And really, it's more dry air than it is cooler air. So take a look at the temperature. 77 right now. It's even 80 in Lafayette. And we did expect to get into the 80s today for many of you. Temperatures are going to drop once this moves through, but the front's kind of washed out, to be honest. You can see it a little bit here on satellite and radar. There's not a lot with it. It's not going to be a major passage where you see the temperatures drop like a rock as soon as it moves through. And also there are a couple of scattered showers to the north and west that we're going to keep our eye on. There's not a lot of moisture to work with here, but we'll keep our eye on these as that front moves through. We may see some scattered showers throughout the area, but I'm not anticipating a whole lot from those. Now, through this evening, we'll keep the clouds in place, and then once that front does pass, we do expect some clearing, but it's this northwest wind that's going to kick in, and that's going to start moving in some of that dry air that should arrive sometime by tomorrow. So look at your temperature for tomorrow morning. 59 for our expected low temperature. Some of you may get even cooler than that. And then looking ahead to tomorrow, not as warm as we were today, but it's also going to be breezy. And that's what's bringing in that cooler and drier air. This is one of our warmer days of the next several. I'll talk about just how much cooler the temperatures will go. And looking ahead to when the temperatures do begin to rebound. That is coming up.
All right. See you in a few minutes, Rob. Thank you. Just days before classes start down at IU, police are investigating a shooting on the Bloomington campus. So this happened overnight near 10th and Walnut Grove Streets. Officers found a victim there shot in the leg. IU police say the suspect is an 18-year-old woman. They say she drove away after the shooting, but has since been arrested on a preliminary charge of aggravated battery and criminal recklessness. Police say the victim and the suspect are not affiliated with IU, and they call this an isolated domestic incident. In Indianapolis, one person is dead and 2 detained after a shooting this morning on the near north side. Metro Police say a male victim was found in a backyard around 3 a.m. on Graceland Avenue. That's near 34th and Meridian. He later died at the hospital.
It's a little humid tonight. People are out and about, but you should be able to go out and about on a Friday night, Saturday morning, without the fear of being shot or robbed or whatever. Hopefully we can get through this, especially for the weekend that's just coming up. It's going to be nice weather all weekend, but hopefully we can make this weekend a lot better than last weekend.
IMPD says shortly after this shooting, they responded to a car crash, and that's where they found an adult and a juvenile who matched witness descriptions from the shooting, both taken into custody. Now, investigators are also trying to figure out if a person who walked into a hospital with a gunshot wound is connected to this case, too. I-65 North in Johnson County back open tonight after being closed for 3 hours for a deadly crash. This was the scene when the crash happened near Worthsville Road from our INDOT cameras. According to INDOT, the crash around 11:30 involved a motorcycle and another vehicle. The motorcyclist died on the highway. Now we're working to learn exactly what caused that crash. Tonight, there's a new effort for young Hoosiers in the aviation field, and it comes at a time when news headlines are filled with crashes, near misses, and other flight tragedies. But as Ella Rhodes explains, Greenwood Airport's message is clear. Not only is flying safe, it can also lead to promising careers.
At Greenwood Airport Day, people had the opportunity to take flight and learn about careers in aviation. Victor McGuire is a second-year flight student in Greenwood and has dreamt of being a pilot since 11 years old.
Whenever I get in a plane, it's like that feeling of adrenaline, like you get to feel that, and that's why I keep going flying, even though I'm scared of heights still.
Whether it's your first time flying or if you've lost count like Victor, people had the chance to catch a quick flight at Greenwood Airport Day. Mayor Mark Myers says he wants people to know the airport is an asset to the community.
We want to get people involved in flying, involved in aviation, and also to let them know that, it's a safe place to be. We take a lot of care and concern in everything that we do here.
The mayor says students at flight schools in Greenwood, like Victor, can smoothly take off into their career, and it helps close the gap in the pilot shortage. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says for the next decade, each year, it expects about 18,500 pilot openings, and mechanics, engineers, traffic controllers will be needed too. Victor says his dream all started when he was adopted from Ukraine and boarded his first ever flight to America.
Kind of sat in that plane and thought to myself, like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to travel the world. I'm a big adventurous person. Like, I want to visit everywhere I can. And I love flying. I love the feeling of flying.
At Greenwood Airport Day, Victor had the chance to share his dream with other young kids in hopes flying piqued their interest.
Being exposed early into the career or like the environment can help them realize what they want to do in the future.
Reaching new heights and dreams from right here in Greenwood. Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
And if you're interested in aviation opportunities at the Greenwood Airport, we have a lot more info for you right now at WTHR.com. All right, another hardship hire for the Indiana Fever. Injuries again mounting for the team. So now guard Ariel Powers is joining the Fever on a 7-day contract. She's played with the Washington Mystics, the Minnesota Lynx, and Atlanta Dream in her 9-year WNBA career. She averages 10.4 points per game. Powers will wear number 23 for the Fever. It was a day of fun and community connection today in Wayne Township. The annual Public Safety Day celebration included over 70 community partners. From meeting firefighters and police to food vendors and activities for kids, it was all free. Wayne Township trustees say it's a great way to get to know their neighbors and share resources with the community.
It's an opportunity to connect resources to the community. People are making connections today with all kinds of nonprofit groups, but it's also an opportunity for those groups to come together and share their resources with each other. So it builds partnership.
Gleaners also provided free groceries for families to take home after the celebration.